talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
Welcome to the podcast show. This is Coach Uncle Milt, and we're here at the NYC podcast show, and this is the 14th episode, and we got back in the studio as L's son, the Ghetto Griot. How you doing, Al?
Hey, peace and power, family. What's up, Uncle Milt? How you?
All right, man. I ain't see you in a minute. Yeah, Al was on an assignment. You know, we gonna cue that up. That he went out to the parks and everything. What park you went to, Al?
Winthrop Playground.
Okay, and then, you know, they had some stuff going out there. With it was a tournament, but the coaches didn't show up.
No, it wasn't really a tournament,
Yeah.
but they usually have a coach.
Okay.
Shout out Coach Screen, Father Carlton Screen, ex-player of Providence University.
Okay.
Actually played with, just show you it's a small world. Coach Screen's son, Carlton Screen, was a big-time player in the Big East, played for Providence University, but he happened to have played with one of my cousins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Abdul Mills. So,
Okay.
you know, so it's, you know, it's 6 degrees of separation. But shout out Coach Screen. We didn't connect that day, but he's doing the work out there with the kids, you know, keeping them active, keeping them recreated.
Oh, okay.
And like we say, teaching them how to play the game and teach them life, education through recreation. We missed him that day. Hopefully we can catch up with him again. But we was out there having fun with the boys, with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, with the little homies. You know, I like to keep it street and stay in the hood. So we had a good time that day.
All right. We got some video on it. We're gonna play in a minute. A lot of things happened with the podcast show last week. You know, we had some things going on last week. I got a call. I don't know. Let's see what happens. The brother called me. He want to come out of retirement. I didn't even know he was retired, Joe. I was looking for, our co-host, Mr. Phenomenal. He calls me and said, "Yo, man, I'm ready to come out of retirement." I was like, "I didn't even know you was retired, bro." We was looking for you, man. Like, what happened? I was like, putting a line through your name and stuff, and he said, "Yo, so we might have something special next week. We working on something special, and then we might have some news with some other people that's gonna join the sports family here at Studio A. Hopefully, you know, we having some good news to bring you. We got an important show that I always wanted to work with. I always like these brothers, and I'm hoping that we can get together and iron out some things that we can bring them to Studio A, and they can have their little thing and do their little thing on this platform. And let's see how that goes. So with that said, you know, we got that video queued up with L's son out on assignment at Winthrop Park with the kids. So let's go to the videotape.
Peace and power, family. Welcome, NYC Youth Podcast. NYC Youth Sports Podcast is the show, and I'm your street analyst, L's son, aka the Ghetto Griot, and I'm here today at Winthrop Playground, here at Flatbush section of Brooklyn. We out here doing our thing. You know how we do. We like to always say where the events are held and the games are played. Unfortunately, right now, we can't play any games because the tournament's all shut down due to COVID-19. We're in the era of the pandemic. But City game is still alive. As you can see, we got the kids out here, they balling. We got the OGs in the corner. Winthrop is live, it's kicking. They out here balling. I love to see it. It's the City game. It never sleeps. And we always here, baby, where the events are held. Cool. All right, guys, listen. I want to talk to y'all. I'm glad for y'all here. I'm glad y'all here today. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to speak to me for a second. They call me El Son, right? I got a few of the guys. I met Keno already. I met Sammy. What's your name, guy? Ellie. Zaire. Abdullah. Christian, why you laughing at Abdullah? Josue. Josue? What's you? Jamari, I like your shirt, Jamari. It's a nice shirt. Listen, where you guys from?
New York.
Brooklyn, what part? Do y'all go to school?
Nah, I used to.
What school? Y'all go to school together? What school y'all go to? Explorers? Okay, down the block.
Yeah.
Okay, what grade? What's your name?
Eighth
grade?
Seventh.
Eighth grade? So listen, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all usually play summer tournament basketball, right?
Yeah, me and him play.
How y'all been dealing with the fact that there ain't been no tournament? Who wants to speak up first? Come on, Sam, you tell me how you feel about the fact that there's been no tournaments this year.
Because staying home is mad boring, and there's nothing to do. So that's why we come outside, play ball, we have fun with each other. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so what about next year? Come here, Kuno. What you laughing at him for, Kuno? Come on, I'm gonna get you on the mic too. How you feel about the fact there's not gonna be any basketball tournaments at school this year? So what y'all gonna do about the fact that y'all ain't gonna have no team?
I feel like I'm gonna still practice, get my handles, shot, IQ up, and when it comes back, then we can just work harder.
Just work harder, right? So y'all staying ready, y'all out here playing ball, keeping your game up. Who the best?
Me.
Who the nicest? Who the nicest?
Us two right here.
I seen him play out here before. I was out here one time working out. I saw him
Everybody
play.
else suck. He played.
Don't say that, man. Don't say. Listen.
I'm the nicest here.
I'm top three, at least top three.
But listen.
My name's Keno. Follow me.
Come
hey,
on,
Spin.
Keno. Get off my camera, man. Listen. But no, seriously, guys. I'm glad to see y'all out here. We have to deal with the pandemic. I know the fact that you're out here, you're balling. I hope you're staying safe. You know what I'm saying? You're using all precautions when y'all finish balling. You wash your hands, you sanitize. I'm just glad to see y'all back out here on the court. Remember, for a while they had took the rims down. You couldn't even play. Y'all were just in the house doing nothing. I know that had to be driving y'all crazy. As athletes, as ball players. So now the school year is about to start back up. Won't be any team, but I'm sure y'all be having gym class. Y'all still get that opportunity to get out here and play some ball in school. Hopefully the weather will be nice and you can't play in school. Y'all come out here, keep the city game alive. I love y'all for the fact that you're not letting the pandemic stop y'all from getting your game, getting your practice in, keep scrimmaging, keep doing what y'all doing, stay focused, stay in school, do what you need to do, all right? Give me some that one time. Let's give me a shout out one time. All right? We're gonna say city game on 3. 1, 2, 3. City game! And listen, Uncle Milk, that's the city game. We're trying to keep it alive. Like you said, keep it relevant. Where the games are played and the events is held. This is the Ghetto Griot, El Son out here in the Flapper section of Brooklyn. Back to you in the studio, Uncle Milk.
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
We're back, man. Yo, Al, that was outstanding, man.
Gotta show the little homies some love,
the
man.
Kids, man.
Yo, listen, I want to shout out all the little homies from off of Winthrop Playground, little Keenan, little Sammy, Abdullah. Peace to y'all. I appreciate the time. Thanks for having a griot in your hood and let me get some shine on the fact that what we doing is showcasing the game, keeping the game alive, and we just passing on the tradition. That's all.
Hey, listen, man, you're about to go to work because as the permits, it was news about the permits. You know what I'm saying? They might be available on the 20-something and the 26 or something might be available. And I already got calls about different tournaments. You know, I know they're going to have a tournament where I live out in Queensbridge, and they're going to have a couple of tournaments. So you're going to be traveling and getting this street city game, you know, here to the podcast show. But that was outstanding, man.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
outside.
you.
You know.
And I want to say something, too. I want to add something to the podcast and to the family and our viewers at home. When we take the time out to do what we do, and we talk about the relevancy of youth sports, unfortunately, we just had a really serious situation, a serious thing that happened on Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Those of you who are familiar with Juve is a celebration of our Caribbean heritage, which most all of us have somewhere in our lineage.
Yeah.
At Juve, about 6 people got shot.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the perpetrator of the crime, allegedly, that they have in custody, was a 15-year-old boy. That hurt my heart.
Yeah.
And that spoke to the fact of why we need to show love and pay homage to the coaches, to the mothers, the fathers, the parents, and everybody who participates and helps to foster what we do when it comes to youth sports.
Keep a youth sports program
just
relevant.
think about the fact that this 15-year-old guy, this 15-year-old child, this kid, this young man, whose life will be forever ruined.
Yeah.
At 15 years old, he made a bad decision, a temporary decision that's going to cause him permanent damage for the rest of his life. Not to speak and not to overlook the fact of the harm he caused to the people that he shot. And my condolences go out to their families. So it's an overall ugly situation. It's a tragedy.
Everybody loses.
Everybody loses.
Everybody loses.
And this is why youth sports is so important, because if that 15-year-old young man wasn't holding so steadfast to the principles of the gang as opposed to the principles of the court or the game, some coach that was teaching of the team, if he wasn't holding steadfast to the code of the street as opposed to the codes of a classroom, a gymnasium, somewhere where he was doing something constructive and had the tutelage and guidance of somebody that could steer him in a good direction. This is what sports does, and this is why we do what we do, and this is why I love to go out in the street and just showcase the coaches, not on the public school level, the college level, just those coaches that are out there, like some of the coaches that we've highlighted here at the NYC Youth Sportcast podcast, NYC Youth Sports podcast show, is because what they do can help prevent tragedies like what happened at Juve. And I just want to throw that in there because the relevance of youth sports, and we're saving, we're saving lives. The coaches, the teams, the whole part about recreation is about saving lives and keeping kids on the right track.
And this platform is for people who have youth sports programs, and even mentoring kids programs to come and promote and to tell us what you do, and we can lend a hand on what we can do. And long as we keep it business, and we keep it to the kids, and and don't forget about the sport, the camaraderie, the accountability, the responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What youth sports bring, and we bring it to the kids. And we can save some lives.
Saving lives.
We can change some. We can change some things. But we can't do it alone. We at the podcast show, we knew, and we starting at the bottom, and we gonna build it brick by brick. We got a good milestone last week. I'm happy for it. Joe, you happy for it? We doing our thing, and it's gonna be real good and better. And we're gonna reach lives. We're gonna have you out there doing the street AAU, the street tournaments, and we're gonna bring the love out here. We got somebody coming back, Mr. Well, I ain't gonna say somebody. Mr. Phenomenal say he's coming out of retirement.
Hey,
and he's gonna bring us the love from the youth football side of it. And whatever we can do, whatever I can do to bring us together, because remember, it's kids involved.
Yes, sir.
We got to leave the adults out of a lot of things. The adults, when adults are in it, it makes it all confusing. When adults get in it, real hard. But they forget about what they're here for is for the kids. All right. So with that, it's a funny thing happened last week. We had a guest on, a couple of guests on last week, and I want to put it out the way. We want to thank them because they came on the show. And we got 200 views in 24 hours, and that was the first. That was the first for us. That was the first for us. And some people say, that's good. That's a good start for us because we've been doing this for a couple of months, and we didn't crack the mark that fast. So, it's people that we bring on, and sometimes they don't come with everything. They come with different agendas, and it's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? That they come and they have a different thing. I can just do what I do.
Joe, Uncle Milt trying to hide the fact he started that smoke last week.
No. Listen, one thing. I'm gonna look at the camera and people who had got my call, right? The one thing I do when I call you and say, "Hey, man, what's going on with so and so?" You got three options. The first option is a no comment option. The second option is, Milt, this is off the record. I had got that. Yo, it was Milt, this is off the record. And then I turn into a publicist. I go, okay, this is how we going to do it. But I got to report on it. I got to report on it, bro, because it's out there. You put it on Facebook. I gotta report on it, right? Mm-hmm. So the next thing you could say, the truth. Because I'm going to repeat what you say. So if I call you and you tell me you somebody else, but this man is the man to talk to, right? Mm-hmm. I don't understand why you taking offense to when I say to that man that you said that was the man. You said that was the man, right? And I asked him, because we're going to be doing events here at the podcast show. We're going to bring in sponsors, and we're going to do events, and we want people to come aboard, not financially. We want them to come aboard to participate in the event to make it bigger, and it's going to be a financial gain because I want to get sponsors in here, but I'm not holding the money to myself. It's for the people. Exactly. It's for the kids. So the organization needs kids. Needs funding. I don't know no organization or league is going to turn down checks. So I know what they need, and I know what certain events, if it's put together right, is going to be big. So I'm telling the president that, listen, I got something coming. Are you interested in it?
And his response was?
Oh, you got to go to this guy or that guy and this guy. I'm like, wait a minute. I called him up on it. He told me it was somebody else. You was the man.
They had you jumping through hoops?
Yes, they had me going. They had me going back and forth.
So that's why you started all that smoke.
And that's why I put. No, they put out the. No, listen, man. They put out the video. No, they put out the video. Uncle Milt, listen. Uncle Milt's skin is thick. I don't get rattled. I don't get a feel offense. You're not gonna offend me because I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Underneath it all, I'm a businessman and I'm on this platform, so I don't get offended. If some people have called me up and say, you don't need to be in that seat. Somebody else need to be in that seat. And I said, okay, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, they kind of like said something about it. They took the clip, right? They took the clip and they cut the clip and they put the argument of the clip. They didn't do the whole thing. So, I'm sitting there, I said, all right, man, they do smoke first. All right, this is what we're going to do. Who's who? And those who didn't see the clip ready, Joe? Those who see the clip, here's the clip.
Let's check it out.
Check it out. Good bringing that up. So your guys don't have a full board yet.
Yeah, whoever joins is on the board.
Okay, who's the president? Is it Q&A? All right, we're trying. Good bringing that up. You're trying to get the clip up. Little difficulty right now with the clip a little bit.
Joe Tech gonna work it out. That's what he do.
That's what he's doing. He's pushing the buttons. Mm-hmm. But
in the meantime, once again, shout out to all the coaches and all the families and friends who make youth sports relevant and make it possible and participate in the process.
Exactly.
Because we can't underscore and know how important it is. What when we talking about the youth and keeping them occupied, keeping them busy, keeping them focused and conscious on something other than what's going out in the streets.
And that's important
because that hurt my heart, man. Right. That when I woke up Labor Day morning and heard about that killing, those shootings at Juve and Boy was only 15
the
years
people-
old, man. You
the
know,
people, family, this hurt too. Bringing that up.
Yeah.
So
Young
yeah,
man,
guys,
gang
nobody
related.
wins on this.
Nobody wins, man.
Nobody wins. And another thing that we gotta address in youth sports, because the family structure in our community needs to be changed. You know, needs to be changed. In family structure.
I ain't gonna say change. I'll say strengthened.
Well, it's a lot of those kids that hits the street and they join these gangs. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel somewhat of acceptance.
Exactly.
And if you're not getting the structure at home,
And that's
because
what
when I grew up, my mother tell me, you know, you gotta be your own man.
this is true.
You don't be no follower. You be a leader. You know what's right. You know what's right, and because you know what's right, and you be accountable when you get caught, you can't say anything. You know, so you know that's the thing, man. Our family structure is kind of like needs to be talked about and needs to be changed, and you know, and we hope not we hope, but we try to do that. When I was coaching football, we try to give kids responsibilities and to be accountable for, even if it's a position, even responsibility over your equiment.
Yeah, but coaches or mentors are like extended family.
Yeah.
For a lot of us that come from single parent, female-headed households, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times the coaches and stuff like that are like mentors and father figures to a lot of the kids. We talked a couple of weeks ago, we did a tribute to John Thompson, and he was epitomized.
Exactly.
He was the epitome of a father figure
Exactly.
to his young men at Georgetown. You know, so that's the kind of impact that a coach can have, and it just hurt my heart for some reason. I had to speak about that, man.
But I mean, it's a
Young
lot of
man
track.
feel-
No, I got your number. I got you penciled in.
All three.
I don't.
You know, all right, your film cut up. Ready? Good bringing that up. So you got good bringing that up. So your guys don't have a full board yet.
Yeah, whoever joins is on the board.
Okay, who's the president of Under the Lights?
I'm gonna take that role.
Okay, who's the president of Under the Lights?
I'm gonna take that role.
Okay,
I'm gonna take that role.
so you the president.
Yes, now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Do you know the fellas' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
What's Smitty's role?
He's head
Coach
of football operations.
What's Smitty's role?
He's head
Coach
of football operations.
What's Smitty's role?
He's head
Coach
of football operations.
Okay.
He actually deals with bringing in the teams, and he does.
Okay.
He actually did that at Empire, but nobody gave him credit for it. But
Oh, he's a salesman. He gonna go out there and get to work. All right, that's good. He's good for that. He's good at that, you know. And
Rob from
Who?
the Wolfpack is the vice
he's the
president.
VP. Okay.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm planning what things I want to do in the future. I always keep trying to get people on board first. If, you know, listen, I want to do this. And you did, yeah, I'm with it. So I got them penciled in. It's like I got you penciled in for the turkey game. Yo, so you know, I get people penciled in.
What turkey game is that?
I
We
got
might
you.
we
I-
might be busy.
No, you know,
That's what I'm
you
asking.
never gonna be busy.
We got
I got
Delaware,
you.
we got Virginia.
Joe,
what turkey game?
Joe, we got them penciled in for the turkey game, right?
You talking about 2020 turkey
No,
game?
no, maybe next, maybe
Oh,
2020, 21.
You have to reach out to one
No,
of the
no, I got you
representatives for
penciled.
that.
No, I got your number. I got you penciled in.
All three.
I don't.
Or, if
to
all
be
three
honest,
names ain't doing it.
Be
they're not
honest.
doing it.
Be honest. You won't be able to reach me. I'm far. You have to reach out to head of football operations, Smitty, and I think he said
I
his
gotta go to
office hours-
Smitty. I gotta go to Smitty.
I believe he said his office
I gotta
hours
go-
from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
I was at BU, right? I wanted to do some things, right? I'm gonna tell you this story.
You told me don't even bring up you was at BU.
I
But okay,
I
bring it
gotta
up.
bring, because you just brought it up. You
Bring
brought
it
up
up.
something, right? So I used to talk to bosses. I don't talk to middle people. I don't know.
There you
I
go.
talk to people who signs checks. In my professional rank, in my professional I talk to people who sign checks. I don't talk to, I don't do that, So he said, I said, I want to do some things, Adam. No, you don't introduce me. So I talked to these two young ladies, beautiful young ladies, and I ain't going to bring their name up. I said, okay, listen, I got some ideas and this and that. Oh, yeah, we got to run it by Adam.
That was probably in BU.
I just talked to Adam. He told me about y'all. And now we got to go back to Adam? No. No, we ain't doing that.
Respect.
We're not doing we're not doing that. I don't do that. Because
if it's for Under the Lights, you have to go through Smith.
Listen to me, man. I'm talking to the man over here, right here. I'm talking to the man.
Listen.
Is it a BU?
Listen. Is it BU or Under the Lights? I'm going to give you a scenario, right?
Listen, it's an Under the Lights thing, man.
No. Listen.
Who's on first? I don't know.
They don't know me. They don't know the magic I can create. When I bring this package to you,
it won't come to me, man.
Listen,
I don't deal with it.
What?
I'm the last on the totem pole.
Believe me, when I say this,
does the president make decisions or he got to go through Congress?
Listen. When I bring this package, people don't know me. People don't know who Uncle Mill is in his professional realm. When I bring this package to you, you're gonna be like, "Yo, Mill, thank you, man," because it's coming with checks. It's coming with one of them giant billboard joints, right? And whoever's involved with it gets some of that.
He does what football operations.
I don't do middle people, man. I go boss.
He's not a middle person. He is a boss.
He
deals with that.
Who is the president of?
That doesn't mean I'm the boss.
Who's the president? Who's the president?
Listen, I was just thrown there. I was minding my own. Listen, I was just thrown there. I was minding my own.
Who's on first? I don't know.
Up on the culture, we got a line calling in, man.
That's it.
Podcast show. Who's this? Who is this?
This is Smitty, man.
Coach Smitty. What's going on, man?
Let me explain something to you. I'm not no middleman. I'm not no nigga behind no nigga. I'm the boss. Let's get that clear.
I'm messing with Adam. I'm messing with Adam. I'm messing with Adam, bro.
That's what you're not gonna do.
I'm messing with Adam. He told me that
don't mess with
Wait
Adam.
a minute, hold on. Listen,
you caught his phone and do that shit.
Listen, Smitty, if everybody's
listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying.
Everybody's the boss.
I'm not the one to joke with.
Yeah, but
listen to what I'm saying.
Everybody's the boss. If everybody the boss,
who's on first? I don't know.
Everybody's the boss.
I own that. I'm the CEO of Under the Lights Youth.
But when I called you on it, what you told me you was?
Listen.
Smitty, when I called you on it, what you told me you was?
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't get on a public forum and try to downplay my role in anything.
Smitty,
I take it as disrespect.
Wait, hold on, Smitty. First of all,
listen to me. If Adam said you need to contact me to get through anything to do Under the Lights, that's what it is.
But
you don't talk
hold on a second. I hear what you said. Let's get.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
Hold on a second.
Downplaying my role.
Listen,
it's cool.
You
disrespecting me as a man. I don't
Smitty, what do you told me when I called you about Under the Lights? What do you told me your role was? What do you exactly you said to me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what you said?
Maybe I'm downplaying my role.
Yeah, but
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 you don't get on the public
so if you told me
try to play me against my man.
So Smitty,
that's what it is.
Smitty,
you don't get on the public
Smitty, I gotta respond to it because you're just talking.
What?
I gotta respond to what you say. I gotta respond to what you saying. When I called you,
no.
When I called you,
no.
Hey, listen. We gotta go, Smitty. Smitty, we gotta go.
You gotta go now. Okay,
I gotta go.
Okay,
I'll
see you face to face.
I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. When I called Smitty, because I got the mic. When I called Smitty,
I got to talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
we back. That was a moment.
I see.
And I had to, I got to apologize to my viewers because I felt I was unprofessional. I could have just wrote it out, but I feel that I have an obligation to get the truth. This platform that we are building here has to be respected. And what we bring here have to have some type of authenticity, and they have to have the respect from our viewers that we are putting out the right content. So this is why I call you. I don't want to put out something that not real and something that's not true. I felt that I was set up, and they must understand is that every word that they saying is recorded, including mine. And I got calls, emails, tap on my shoulder at D1 Nation. Why you deal with those dudes? That's why nobody talks to them. And I said, no. My show is not my show is not about that. I didn't build this show to disclude anybody that have a program that's helping kids. They did some nice things in Brownsville. I'm not taking away what they did in a 6-year period. Mm-hmm. But this is when I call you, don't do that to me, man. Don't bring me some stupid stuff, something that don't make sense. In a corporate setting, there's a president, there's a vice president, there's a secretary and treasurer. Everybody below that is management. So if I call you up and you're not one of those offices, because I run my own business, and my 9 to 5 is that I run my own business. I have my own business over 30 years, making my own business. And I don't talk to the counter person. I said, who's the manager? Who's the owner? And they tell me the name. That's the only thing I say to the counter person. Now, if the counter person say he's the owner, if the counter person tells me he's the counter person and he's the owner, and I'm talking to somebody else, the counter person can't get mad because I asked the question. Off the air, me and Adam was talking business when he first came here. So I'm talking to the man. I'm talking to the man that's supposed to make, if he takes the information, right, and process it to them, I got no problem. But I'm not talking to 10 people. Why would I do that? I'm a businessman. If you're the president, I'm talking to you. Then you talk to everybody else. And that he shouldn't take it personal. I got the little threat at the end, if he wants to be a man about it, he'll call me up and apologize. Because that was unprofessional with the little threat at the end. I had to go. I was over my time. I'm a lot hour and a half. I was way over, and Adam knew that, and Tuck knew that. I said, I'm going to take this last call. They set me up. Oh, no, he come in with some news. It was all BS. It was just to argue. So now, I flipped the script. It's your own words. Your own words come back and haunt you. I'm not saying anything. I asked the questions, and you decide to lie to me, it's going to be exposed. That's all. I'm not upset that you telling me some lies or you telling me some BS. I'm not upset at that. Hey, you want to come on here and you want to tell me some BS? I'm going to ask the question.
Did we get the information we were looking for that night? That's what's important. Bottom line, yeah. And to the end, yeah, we got what we came, and they got what they wanted to do. They wanted to promote Under the Lights. Yeah, that's what we're here
for.
Yeah,
they wanted to promote Under the Lights, and they wanted to tag it on to Empire's legacy. And I don't think that they could do that. Under the Light is a new venture. Under the Light is a BU venture, according to Edmund. Edmund called in the president of Empire. He said, "Good luck, BU, for your new venture." So it was a BU venture. Now we learned that Smitty's involved. Adam is still on the fence. Tuck is not involved. So, I don't know why they brought Adam and say that to hear him say he was the president and then say he don't have nothing to do with it. And I'm like, wow, that's not professional at all.
So at the end of the day, this new venture they create, this transition they made from Empire to this new entity.
Well, what happened was that all the founders left Empire, starting with in the beginning, they used to be all with Big Apple, and they went off and did their own venture. Harlem Jets, Brooklyn Titans, the Rockaway Ravens, and the Chiefs, Brooklyn Chiefs, and they did something called Empire. You know what I'm saying? BU wasn't even thought of yet. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even thought of yet. So, you know, they got rules that if you come in, you can be on the board. They vote on presidents and who's gonna be and who's not gonna be and things like that. And they had a little democratic thing going. At the end of it this year, something went on. I don't know. I know the situation, but I'm waiting for a person to come and tell me his side of it, and we can report it. I know one side of it, and as it goes, something happened with the president. They had to replace him, and the new president came on, Mr. Curtis from the Chargers, and then everybody started migrating, starting off with Bill Solomon from the Brooklyn Titans. Then Mr. Dexter from the Rockaway Ravens was the next one to fall, and the last cog in it was the Brooklyn Chiefs. And when they fell, it's a big ripple now because everybody left, and I wanted to find out what's going on. Everybody's leaving, and then it comes to find out they was trying to make the connection and stick under the lights in it, and they were like, you know, and I guess they was using Adam as a face.
So, Uncle Milk.
Yeah.
Let's not tread water, but with all the machinations of how it got to where it's at.
Yeah.
What we're saying now is that there is a new entity.
There's a new entity.
And what you always say is we're here to promote and highlight.
And that's why
hold on, let me finish.
Yeah,
we're here to promote and highlight where the games are played and the events are held.
And we're here to promote whoever has youth programs to make it irrelevant. All right. We are here to do that. So exactly. I thought
that's what they were coming
That was they was coming from, and I wanted
to promote their new platform.
Now, they could have said to me, this off the air, what a milk, this is a new thing. We separated from Empire. We're not there no more. Right. We do it. So I was ascertaining, trying to get what was up. And Smitty even said it. Maybe he downplay his role, but I'm saying he hid his role for some reason. Because I'm supposed to have him in the chair other than Adam.
All right. So let's get him in here then.
Hey, he's welcome.
Let's get him in.
Yeah, he's welcome to come in, but
promote and highlight where the games are played and the events are held.
And if it's
so we can just move forward from that because it seemed like we treading water on what happened in the past and all the machinations of what used to be. Let's focus on what is and keep it focused, like we said, on the kids.
Correct.
And what's being done for the kids.
Correct. I'm just putting a wrap to it. The recap. The recap today was the recap, just to put a wrap to it and get it over with and finish it. It's done for me.
We're not here to make enemies.
So nah. I mean, you know, listen, man. I don't want nobody to misuse this platform because I'm opening up the door to everybody.
True.
I don't want to exclude anybody. So you got to respect that.
True.
Because I get heat dealing with certain people.
True.
My emails are blowing up. I'm getting tapped on my shoulder. I'm at the D1, and I'm getting tapped on my shoulder. Why you deal with it? I'm like, nah, you don't understand, man. I'm trying to be neutral. So I want people to respect the platform. First of all, respect the platform. Come here professionally. Don't bring that street stuff here. And we can do business. We can do business. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Milton in his private life is different than Uncle Milton. For real. Now, no, serious. You know what I'm saying? I got to put on a hat. I got to shake hands and kiss babies, Uncle Milt. I got to get stories in. You know how it is. We got to get content on this. We got a show that just hit 200 views, and we happy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't got a Joe Button show. I don't got a Drink Champ show. I got a podcast show, and we need viewers and you know, subscribers and all that. So I got to go out there and lift my sleeve up and work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to put the work in. But Milton, the person, the 9 to 5, I ran a business over 30 years, man. You know what I'm saying? I could get resources that nobody probably can't get on my level. I know people, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And I can reach back and get things. So, you know, I said, okay, listen, let me put something together where I can bring the business community with the youth sports community, and we can really do stuff for kids. That's all. Disrespect the platform. That's it, man. And we can move forward. We can move forward.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Smitty's always welcome here. BU is always welcome here. I gave him praise. Like, yo, listen, what those dudes did in Brownsville in a 6-year span is amazing.
That's good. Let's big that up.
It's amazing.
Let's support those brothers for what they've done.
But come correct, man. Come correct. Don't come with this who's
It was a moment. It was a moment.
All right, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all.
It was a moment.
Please respect the platform, man.
There you
Please.
go.
Please. So we're going to go to commercial, come back and open up the phone lines. We're going to talk about this D1 thing, and Uncle Milk got to get out of here. For real. We're back in our brand new state-of-the-art Studio A, the home of the podcast show, NYC Youth Sports. I'm your host, Coach Uncle Milk, and I'm here to tell you about we're here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock on YouTube, Facebook group, Twitter, Instagram, and all the other social media sites. We're here to talk about and to promote youth sports in NYC and the surrounding counties. Our hotlines are going to be open at 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. And we can talk about any topic that's going on in youth sports. What we need you to do for us at the podcast show is to support us. And the way you can support us is hitting that subscribe button on YouTube, giving us a comment. We value your views, we value your comments and your and things like that to help us. Support us. Support our. We got a T-shirt donation. Support that. We teamed up with Amazon. Support that, and also give us support for our donations to the show, because with that support, we can help youth sports in NYC and the surrounding counties. Now, these are the information you need to know. You got our hotline. We got a new website coming out. It's finally getting the final touch on it. It's nycussports.org. It's nyc.usports.org, not .com. We also take views and comments on our Gmail page, also at nycusports at nycusports podcast show at gmail.com. That's NYC Sports Podcast Show at gmail.com. So come and support us. Give us your views. Subscribe to our show and come enjoy the conversation, and let's talk about it, and the saga begins. I'm Uncle Mill, and I'm out. Advertise with us at NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. We offer your business to get in on the ground floor of a fast-moving podcast world. Advertise your products, your services, your events, your fundraisers, games, and tournaments with us with a video or voice ad on our show. For more info, call us at 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070, or on our new website at nycussports.org. That's nycussports.org, or email us at nycussportspodcastshow@gmail.com. That's nycussportspodcastshow@gmail.com. Fundraising is the key to accumulate resources to help kids in youth sports. We at the Podcast Show NYC Youth Sports, a nonprofit 501c, dedicate our time and resources to take on this task. With your help, we can raise funds to invest in events, games. The Podcast Show, in return, creates sponsorships, school grants for future athletes, sports equipment, apparel and travel, and so much more. There's 3 ways you can help us. With a $25 donation, we partner up with Amazon that we have our podcast T-shirts on their site. 2, you can cash up us a donation any size that would be appreciative. Is at NYC U Sports Cash App or 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. And this is the last thing. And if you can't do number 1 and you can never do number 2, please do this. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe and leave a comment. That's all we ask, these 3 things, and you'll be helping our show tremendously for us to help kids. Okay? So these 3 things, and leave your comments, call our hotline, and view us every Wednesday, 8 o'clock on YouTube, Facebook group, and all the other media sites. Thank you for listening. Yeah, we back. Podcast show NYCU Sports. His Uncle Mill. We got Ralph Draper on the line. He is the East Coast director, and he's in charge of bringing tournaments and events here up on the East Coast. We was out in Jersey this week, and it was a fabulous event. The D1 National Tournaments. Northeast football tournament, and Mr. Ralph Draper is here on the line. What's up, Ralph?
How's it going?
I'm going good, man. I enjoy myself. I was a little hoarse, but that's good. I gotta apologize that we don't have video cue yet. We will have it later on. We might stick it in next week. We apologize at the podcast show that we was advertising it all week that we was gonna have highlights and stuff, but we got the scores of the games, and I'm gonna say them. I'm gonna say them right now, and Ralph is gonna talk. We're gonna talk more about it on what things that happened in the game, and also what's going on in the future. So hold on, Ralph. I'm gonna run these scores down, and we can talk about it. It started off with an 8U game against the Night Elites, against a local team called the Queens and Rangers. They a new team. A new organization in the South Jamaica area. They play out in the McConley Park, right behind the South. We call them 40 projects in Jamaica. The South Jamaica housing. What I'm saying? So support them. Those are in the area. There's a team behind the buildings there on I think 157th Street, and they just starting. What I'm saying? So they end up being victorious, 0-7. They won the gold. It was the gold trophy, right, Mr. Draper?
That's correct.
It was the D1 gold trophy. So that's the top trophy. Then we had the Gold Wave Elite, the Elite Gold Waves played Black Hawks Elite. And where's the Black Hawk Elite is from? Maryland. Okay, they came all the way from Maryland, and they took back the victory. They took back the victory and the gold trophy too at the 9U division. They beat the Gold Waves 35-0. What I'm saying? They took back the trophy, going back down to I-95 back down to Maryland with the gold trophy, and it was beautiful trophies, man. I wish we had the video, we'd have showed you, but we apologize here at the Podcast Show. And then we got a team at the 9U division, came all the way from Maryland also, and they played a local team, the Brooklyn Chiefs, out of Brooklyn, and they came from Maryland, and the Boise Broncos 18 and the Brooklyn Chiefs 0, and they took the trophy back home with them down I-95, and we have a local team, and we call them the Show out of Staten Island. They played West Philly Panthers. What division was that? Is that a 10U division?
West Philly in the Show, yeah, that was 10U.
That was a 10U division, and the Show went back over the bridge with the 0, and the West Philly went down the turnpike. with the 7. They had 7-0, and they won a gold trophy too.
Shit,
and that was a good game though.
We seen a lot of hardware down the Turnpike,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
and on I-95. We got to keep some of that home, man.
Well,
Shout out to 40Ps.
Yeah, well, we did. We got the Queens of Rangers, and we got them took home the gold trophy. So
Okay.
in New York, and it's just the show at 10U and the Chiefs at 9U. They wasn't lucky. Next time, but it was tight. It was tough games. That show division at 10U was a tough. It came down to the last quarter, man. It was.
Sound
really
like
tough
it was a
game.
great event.
It was a tough game. And then you got now you got the New England County. Where's they from, Mr. Draper? The New England County.
New England County, they're from, what was it?
Well,
I don't even remember that.
the show from Staten Island came on with the victory. They took the gold trophy back over the. It was no. Well, they play out of Staten Island.
The Staten Island boys play some football, man. Curtis High School and some of them schools out there, they play good football out there.
So the show took that at 11. That was 11 or 12. That was 11, right?
That was 12.
That was 12. 12U division, and they took the gold trophy home.
Yep.
The gold trophy back over the Bayonne Bridge or the Outer Crossing Bridge.
The Verrazanos. Stop putting them in Jersey.
No,
not
no,
the,
no,
the
no. They
Verrazano. They from Staten Island,
Yeah,
right?
they played. No. They was in Jersey. This event was in Jersey.
Oh, so they took it back to the
They
Bayonne.
took it
All
back
right,
over the
to Staten
Bayonne.
Island. All right, they come from the other
or the
direction.
Outer
I
Crossing.
got you. My bad, Uncle Mill.
They took the gold trophy back home. So that's 2 for New York City. And then we had this game came down. And you got to give me the score, Mr. Draper, of the last game. The Elwood Intruders, they came from Rhode Island.
Okay.
And they came down 95. Down 95 from the north. And the Gold Wave, where the Gold Waves are from?
They from like upstate New York. They said
They from Milton. They from Milton, New York.
Oh, you would
Yeah,
remember
I said,
that,
yo,
huh?
man,
You would remember that, huh? You hear this
yo,
right, Joe?
Yo, they got a town up there with my name. I said, shit, I need to go up there.
He
Got a
didn't
town
remember
with my
nothing
name.
else. He remembered that.
Uncle Milk got a town in New York City, baby. You know what I'm saying? So they came down, and I met one of the coaches. Man, remember Mr. Draper? He came in the school booth and said, "Yo, we gonna put up a show."
Yeah.
I said, "All right." He did. That first game, he put up a show. The second game they played at the end was a little tight game, and it seems like the Intruder just, the score of that? Because I didn't get the score.
Yeah, it was 27-0.
Yeah, well, the Gold Waves, I think they showed out.
Yeah, sound like that.
They showed out
27-0.
because they was tackling people and helping them up.
27 donut they put on the show.
And it got a little, we all have this in football. It get a little feisty, and it get a little feisty, a little too much pushing, and at the end, and it was a little scrapple, but it didn't get out of hand. I'm glad it didn't get out of hand, that local PD didn't have to get involved, and it made the event, we took care of it. And everything.
Listen, you're not supposed to take a 27-0 butt kicking laying down, man. You gotta you gotta act up a little bit, man. Come on, man. You can't be happy with that.
Yeah, but see what I told the Intruders, man, because I we put them on the knee in front of the trophy table, and I don't know if somebody got that clip. Please bring that clip in. I like to put that clip on the show. And what I was telling them is that first of all, don't let anybody take away your victory that you earned, and you got to control your emotions here, because end of the day, somebody got to lose. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be all winners in this game. It's going to be losers. It's going to be winners, and be a graceful winner, just like you're going to be a graceful loser. You know what I'm saying? And losing is not everything. It's not the end of the world, because these two teams is going to play for the national chip, right? Mr. Draper? Yeah, they're going to play. So I said, this was like a preseason. You still got your teams. You still got to go play your schedule at home and just get ready for this. Just put it on the calendar. You know how it hurt.
Well, we put so much into the final score.
Yeah.
And it's not always about the winning and losing is not confined to just the final score. It's about the event itself and the fun that you had while you were playing.
Yeah.
So
we had a good time. I had a good time out there.
That's what counts.
And I want to thank Mr. Draper for inviting the podcast show out. And I wish I was more prepared. Next year I'm gonna be more prepared. You know what I'm saying? And Draper, Mr. Draper is our family now. He's part of us. He's gonna help us do events. We're gonna do events together. Here in New York City. And this is what we're gonna do because we care about the sport. We care about kids and things like that.
Thank you, Mr. Draper.
Yeah.
No problem.
So how you feel?
Everything you did to help me out that weekend, man.
Yeah, man. No, I thank you for inviting us, man. I thank you. But tell me how you feel now, man. How you feel with an amazing event like this at the end of the day? How you feel?
I was happy. I was a little nervous at first, that this was the first time D1 actually brought something like this up to the North. So that was a big plus for us. And, now that it's over, it turned out to be a great event, man. Happy all the kids had fun. Everybody left off the field with a smile. So, it was a success.
Mm-hmm. Okay, man. Okay, so what's up next for D1? D1 Nation.
Right now, we're just promoting the All-American game, which is in January, Martin Luther King weekend down in Atlanta. That's when we get best players from New York, state complete, and we go down there and play versus 15 other states under the D1 umbrella for the national championship.
All right, that's good, man. That's good, man. That is good. But listen, man, expanding the game and getting kids out on the road and play the game in different areas and different venues, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, we give it up for D1 Nation, man. And they roll, they putting in and doing what they do for kids and stuff. And when you get the video, is it gonna be available to the public for the event?
It'll be available to the public as well.
Okay.
And then also too, when I get the ring ins, we gotta debut the rings on the show.
Oh, what? You gotta listen, Mr. Dre. You gotta come on the show, man. Come on the show with the rings.
Definitely.
Come on the show with the rings.
When the rings come in, I'm
Please.
gonna come so we can debut them on the show.
Come on the show. Do Uncle Mill get a ring? I think I'm size. What size I'm in?
Of course.
I'm just kidding, man.
Don't spoil him, Mr. Draper. Don't spoil him.
I'm just kidding.
We gotta get one so you can have in there, man. It was the first event to come up here. You was a part of it.
Yeah, man.
So you gotta remember that.
Yeah. So like me and Mr. Draper talked about future events. Like the podcast show want to do a combine for the youth, a youth football combine. It's like going to be like an Olympics type of thing, and Mr. Draper is going to help me with that. And then we want to get the best out of New York. We want to bring all these orgs together that talk crap, that talk about their teams. Let's play each other to see who wins a chip of New York. And we're going to raise some money, and the winner is going to take it all. The winner is going to take it all. What org wins is going to take it all. And if you don't want part of this pot, and you want to sit there and you want to talk about your team, oh, my team is this, our team is that. Put them in this turkey bowl. Put them in this turkey bowl. First New York Turkey Bowl for the best out of New York. All the leagues. Big Apple, the new Under the Lights, Metro North. Put them all up. New York League.
Why they call it the Turkey Bowl? It happens around Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to take those 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're going to be crowning champions. And they're going to get rings. They're going to get rings, and they're going to get money. The organization is going to get some bread. That's the events I like to hold, to help the kids. Help, you know what I'm saying? I don't with all that talking, Nah, forget that. Bring your team. Bring your team and let the kids make the decision. You know what I'm saying? All that talking don't mean nothing. Right, Mr. Draper? Mr. Draper, are you there?
That you say that. In Atlanta, the head D1 guy,
Yeah.
that's actually how he does his events. 'Cause he's been doing them for so long.
Yeah.
He actually does give programs money. They actually cash them out.
Yeah.
At the end of the game.
At the end of the game, you get a check. We gonna get some sponsors. We gonna get some sponsors because it's a great event. There's people that want to.
They got an event. I think next week, and the team that wins, I think they get like $5,000.
Yes, that's real. That's real. That can help a program. That can help a program.
Yes, it can.
You know, that you're going to clear your schedule for $5,000.
5 racks.
You're going to say, "Oh, yo, we doing this."
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be no regionals and
5
all
racks.
that
Can
stuff.
I get a helmet? Some shoulder pads?
Yeah, you ain't getting 5 racks going to regional. Dude, I think we gonna skip regionals this year because we need that bread.
Makes sense.
And I'm selfish. It's a New York thing. I'm not putting nobody down. It's a New York thing. We got to get New York. We got to get New York popping again.
NYC
You know
Sports.
We got to get New York popping. New York used to pop with basketball. They ain't even pop with basketball no more.
We still nice. Come on, don't say that.
I'm saying, come on, L. We don't pop with basketball no more. Everything is out of state. Football's out of state. The best football games is in the South, in the Midwest. Come on, man.
New York's still a mecca, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. I'm not to downplay basketball anywhere else.
Listen, Uncle Milt is not talking mess. Honestly, let's be real. Let's be real, man. I'm not putting New York down. I'm a New York Knicks fan for life.
Oh my goodness, that's a
I
whole
don't care.
Sad,
good or bad.
That's a whole nother sad conversation.
Good or bad. I'm a Knicks fan for life. Good or bad. I'm a New York fan. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a New York Giant fan, even though they play in Jersey.
Are you saying that because you're staring right into my Laker hat?
Yeah, that joint is making my eyes. I can't take that purple, man. It's making my eyes like see blurry and stuff. I had to tell him to put a podcast shirt on. And he want to put this LeBron King joint. Nah, you ain't doing that, bro. You ain't doing it. Come on now. I'm gonna give him some podcast hats, man. He gonna get a couple of these, man. You gotta put that on, man. Take that. What you wear in the street, you wear in the street, man. All right, listen, Mr. Draper, man. I'm sorry, we getting off topic right now.
He's speaking from pain right now.
Yeah,
Coach Draper.
I just went there, you know. Mr. Draper, you got anything else you want to add upcoming? You want to plug anything? Here you go, man. You got the mic, man. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, like I said, right now we don't got that yet. We're still working out, possibly doing some more events at the university. They were happy, they like seeing stuff like that out there, and they haven't played football on that field, and they said over 25 years, so they want to keep the hype going, and, they want me to do more events up there. So that is something that we're working out for the future. But, we're just still looking for coaches for the All-American game. Any coaches looking to travel to Atlanta, and, we just put on for New York. Check out the D1 New York Facebook page, all the information there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you just remind me, shout out to the people at New Jersey City University. Those are great people, man. They're great people. And they're talking about trying to put a D3 program there. And I hope the fella, what's his name, the athletic director?
Say it again?
What's the athletic director name at New Jersey City University?
His name was Chris. Let me get his last name. Sean Tucker.
Yeah, man. I met the guy, and he's he needs kids. He needs kids. He's trying to create a pipeline from New York for his program. And I said, when you get it up and running, come to the show. And I do whatever I got to do within my power to help him out, and also Mr. Draper too, to help him out to help promote his program, because he said it's 25 years no football was on it. For 25 years they didn't play on that field, and it's a decent field. It's a decent field and everything, and so hey, Mr. Draper, man, don't be a stranger. Let me know when you could come. Oh my God. Let me know when you could come to the show and come and hang out with us. And let me know when the video is ready and tell me what you want to do with it. You know. So that's it, man. You know, thank you for calling, man, and thank you for having us take part in your event. You know, I appreciate it. You know.
No problem, man. Happy you was out there.
Okay. I, Mr. Draper. I see you, and I talk to you later. All right.
All right. Good night, Coach.
All right. We're gonna end it. We gotta have a short night tonight, and the closing is to a call I got last week, and it's dear to my heart. And I didn't know I offended some people at the place I started coaching, started volunteering, Jamaica Bulldogs, with my asking questions about the BU questions about something. I made it use some wrong words and kind of like said something to Jamaica, and I have to apologize to it. I'm wearing my orange. I got my brown and orange on. I bleed Jamaica Bulldogs. That's where I got my start. I started off as a volunteer. Coach Donnie brought me in. It was the best thing I did under the leadership of Lance Morgan, Mike June, and a couple of other coaches. And my favorite coach that gave my first coaching job, my first responsibility, is Coach Dillon. He is a great coach. I learned under his tutelage. And there's no way that I was saying anything negative about the organization. The organization is a class act. They're very professional. They service the South Jamaica and the North Jamaica area. And I had, I had nothing but good times there. In the 6 seasons I was there. And from there, because I came with nothing. I was nothing in youth football. I came and they brought me in, and from that experience, I'm able to do this. I coached in Brooklyn for 1 year, and then we did this. And there's no way I was putting them down, and if I did, I apologize. I apologize from the bottom, out the bottom of my heart, and getting a little emotional here, because there's no way me questioning that I only was questioning about our competition against BU. Our record is not that good against BU one-on-one. I lost some games. I was in the midst of I was in the witness of games being lost. And, they got 15 championships, and we got to give it up. So, they put on the mustard when they was bragging, and maybe I was trying to ascertain that y'all do brag. Nah, we don't. And I was putting on a scenario, and I made it said some things. But Uncle Milt, they created, matter of fact, and keep it 100%, they created Uncle Milt. They gave me that name. So I owe everything to that organization, and there's no way that I was putting them down or making them sound small or disrespecting them or put bad words in their name. And I apologize to the bottom of my heart, for that. I apologize, And with that said, I hope they accept my apology. They're always welcome to call the show. Everybody over there, all the coaches, I have love for them. The new coaches, the old coaches, and Lance Morgan, Mike June, the leadership, Dillon, Coach Dillon, Coach Anthony, which he's a part of us, Coach Charles, Coach, they got the new coach over there, Coach Adam, he's doing the older kids, the 2 young guns, the 2 young lions, the 3 young lions. I got a lot of respect for them, and I try to mentor them, not to, it's certain things, like Coach Shea, Coach Coach. Oh Jesus, what's this, the three young coaches. You know, the three young coaches. They can't come to me right now. But I'm sorry, man. But Coach Shakai and the other. Oh my Jesus, I just can't come to me. I'm on a moment right now. So those young coaches are the future, and I wish them a lot of luck. They just got to learn the game. They got to learn coaching. They got to learn their responsibility and the power they have in molding young minds and young players. And that's it. And with that said, I'm ending it. Episode 14 in the can. Uncle Milt with his great ideas coming to reality. And then we out.
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.